I don't know what it is. I heard Devin Moran wanted the in-car camera off the car because he was superstitious and felt like it was bad luck. So we'll see how it shakes out. Non-points night tonight. Yellow lights turned off. Race car engineering pace truck in the infield. And the green flag will wave this time by. Brandon Shepard starts on the pole. Kyle Bronson on the outside. They'll go green in the Easter and hauling and rigging starting zone. Tonight's main event is underway.
Well, last night we ran caution free. We ran caution free last Friday night. So 2 out of the last 3, we've not been to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit because there's not been any cautions. And they go side by side there, Harris and Alberson out at turn number 4, lap 1. And it's the 40B out in front, Dustin Jarrett.
Kyle Bronson going to be the leader of this one. He has not won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race since the Silver Dollar Nationals 2021. Is tonight the night. KB40 gets back to victory lane. He leads at the end of lap number 2. Lead trio puts a couple car lengths between themselves and Clay Harris. They hop through 1 and 2.
Kyle Bronson, the track record holder here at Ocala. Off of turn 4, a pair of rockets up front in Bronson and Shepard. O'Neill third, Harris fourth, Garrett Alberson runs fifth. That car just looks fast, and we've got our first caution of the week here at Ocala. The Hellraiser Drax caution is for Tyler Erb.
Yeah, that Best Performance Motorsports #1 collected the wall down in turns 3 and 4. You see the damage there on the right front and right side of that race car, and I believe he might make that hard right-hand turn into the pit area if he can. 3 laps in the books, 27 laps remaining. Yep, Uncle T going to pull in. His night is done. 3 laps in the books, 27 to go. Kyle Bronson has been the leader of this one since the drop of the green flag. Second spot, Brandon Shepard. Third, Hudson O'Neill. Clay Harris is fourth. Garrett Alberson rounds out the top 5. And James, let's take a look at the FK Rod Ends Instant Replay. This will be on the left side of your screen.
From your Donago drone up top, Tyler way up there.
He caught it going into turn 3.
And it shells off up there. So Tyler out of this one. So Bronson will be your leader. It'll be Delaware double file. Been a while since we've done that, right? 2 out of the last 3 have gone caution free. So on the restart, Shepard and O'Neill, Harris and Alberson, Overton and Moran, Ferguson and Murdy will go side by side. 3 laps down, 27 to go. And Kyle Bronson out in front. 5 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. 3 career wins in the Georgia-Florida Speed Weeks as we remain under caution.
Yeah, just wanted to get the back of the field, I think, in line correctly and caught back up. I believe you're going to see him shut those caution lights off next time by. Or this time by, rather, yeah.
Troutman, again. Troutman up 4 spots, right? With 3 laps.
He was the Hooker Trucking Hard Charger last night, trying to do it again here this evening. He started 14th. He's up 4 spots in the first 3 laps of this one to position number 10. James, yellow lights turned off. Green flag will wave this time by in the Ace Duran hauling and rigging restart zone. Kyle Bronson is your leader.
Back underway as they come out of turn number 4. Bronson out at 2. He's going to be hard to pass tonight if he hangs on down the back straightaway. Shepard now gets a good restart. Here comes Clay Harris on the bottom of O'Neill into 3. Clay Harris bidding for his 4th podium in the first 5 Lucas Oil races into turn 1.
And his 4th in a row as well. James, if this thing stays green, it only takes these guys about 8 laps, maybe 9, to catch the back of the field when there's 24 cars on the racetrack and they're turning lap times as they are tonight in the mid-14 seconds. This track hasn't really trailed off any from qualifying as Dallin Murdy hard into the wall over in turn number 2. We stay green flag racing. He actually got that car up on the outside of the wall, and we're going to have a Hellraiser Jack's caution as there's other cars that have slowed and will make the hard left-hand turn into the infield near the back of the field. One was the 11R of Josh Rice, and the other might have been the 09 of Michael Leach. Ben Shelton, down to you.
Yeah, Michael Leach is down here. Meanwhile, wholesale right rear suspension damage on the 11 car of Josh Rice. They're trying to get that car pulled up. They go to work on it. Body's laid down. Michael Leach bypassed the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit altogether, pulled over to the side. They take a look at that right rear of this race car on Josh Rice, see if he can make his way back out. Guys, a very aggressive racetrack tonight, and I tell you what, one of the biggest problem areas, we've seen it last night and tonight, these guys are getting major air on that track entrance and exit down there in 1, and that's something to keep an eye on, and you got to wonder if that's having a hand in some of the suspension issues that we've seen.
Ben, do you think that might be, you mentioned the track entrance and exit, it's where the crews cross over and the push trucks and safety vehicles. Do you think that might be it, because that's where the crews and everyone cross over going down the racetrack at the end of the front stretch?
I mean, I think that's got a hand in it, but some of these racetracks just naturally have springs and different things that run under and make them soft. Josh Rice out of the party. Josh, what happened, man?
We all just got bundled up, and I smoked one of them. I don't know. It's fun stuff.
That'll be a t-shirt. I smoked one of them. So Josh Rice being very honest about that. Out of the party tonight. It's been a tough speed weeks, but guys, he still has had some sneaky good runs.
And fortunately for him and some of the other drivers, no points tonight. So we've got 5 in the books, DJ. Bronson is still your leader on the Delaware double file. Then it's Shepard, O'Neill, Harris, Overton, Alberson, Moran, Ferguson, Murdy was 9th. Troutman will go to 9th. 10th will be Dalton Wilson, as we'll see. We'll go back to the H. Duran Hauling and Rigging restart zone. 5 down, 25 to go on a Wednesday night at Ocala. And Bronson and Shepard again with a good restart as they go into turn 1.
Yeah, Brandon Shepard chose the outside lane on that restart as things get hairy on back there from about 7th on back. Everyone's able to gather it back up, and we stay green flag racing. Brandon Shepard looks down to the inside of Kyle Bronson, and trouble for Sheppy down the front straightaway.
And off the pace.
Trouble for Bronson. What on earth just happened on lap number 6?
Guys, they were coming off of 4. Bronson got wide, and as he came down the track, Sheppy was right there. They collided. That sent Sheppy toward the infield, and last scored lap, I'm not so sure Sheppy wasn't out in front. We'll see how that goes. That was chaos.
Yeah, here's a look at the FK Rod Ends instant replay. Bronson was out front, but he's going to pull down to the inside. Let's see what happens here, James. Did Bronson, I think Bronson broke just before they made contact. It looked like, I'm curious as to what happened to the 40B right there.
Well, Bronson down to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. They're looking at the rear of that car. He didn't have a tire down, did he? At all?
I don't
No,
think.
all 4 tires are up on the race car. They're taking a look under the right rear of the race car right now. Kyle Bronson down here talking with Austin Hargrove from Rocket One Racing, and they're pushing that car forward, trying to figure out what might have happened in the right rear. We'll try to get an update.
All right, we're going to take a look one more time here at this FK Rod Ends instant replay. Keep your eyes on the 40B. It seemed like maybe he broke just before. I don't know.
He didn't hit the wall either, did he? And so...
And he was the leader at the stripe, but with him falling into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, that will put the Rocket One of Brandon Shepard now out front. Hudson O'Neill will be second.
Hey, real quick, guys, possible drivetrain issues down there in the rear end. They're checking it out either way out of the party for Bronson.
And his helmet is off.
Yeah,
Yep.
hard luck award here early on for Bronson out of this one. So Shepard, he was running second on the last completed lap. It's the leader +3 into Lucas Oil Series back underway. We've got 6 in the books, DJ. The battle for second. And on the bottom, here comes Brandon Overton. He'll get around O'Neill as B-Shep out in front tonight. Can he close the deal? Second here, a night to go.
Brandon Shepard out front side by side now for the second spot. Hudson O'Neill's got a run down to the inside of Brandon Overton as they fan out down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. Does Hudson O'Neill have Brandon Shepard this time by at the line? He does by a nose. Yes, give second spot to Hudson O'Neill.
8 down, 22 to go. Shepard's going to stretch it out as 1.1 the last time around. O'Neill, Overton, Moran, Harris, your top 5. Then Ferguson, Troutman up to 7th. Alberson 8th. Murdy. Is Murdy to 9th?
Yes.
He did not stop on the track, so he got to maintain his spot, right?
Yes, that's right. They started 7th. He did not stop on the track during the one caution, so he got his spot back, yes.
Brian Shirley up to 10th. Right now, score another lap. Give him 10 in the books. A third of the way done. 20 to go. Brandon Shepard. Again, 4th all-time in the Georgia-Florida Speed Weeks. Only behind Billy Moyer, Scott Bloomquist, Josh Richards. He's tied with Don O'Neill. And right now, 11 in the books, and it's 1.1 the seconds the advantage for Shepard.
Absolutely. How about Brian Shirley in the 3S, James, up to 9th. He's the early Hoker Trucking Hard Charger. He started 20th. And 11 laps into this one, he's up 11 spots into position number 9. We mentioned it doesn't take long for the race leaders to catch the tail end of the field here at Ocala. There's Brian Shirley up 11 spots. You see that on the upper left-hand side of the screen. Meanwhile, back out at the front of the field, your race leader, Rocket 1, Brandon Shepard, has closed into the tail end of the field, and he's about to start putting a few drivers a lap down.
Hellraiser Jack's halfway, coming up in another lap. 13 in the books. Right now, Shepard tail into the field at turn number 2. O'Neill pedaling hard. It's 1 second exactly as the Hellraiser Jack's halfway on this Wednesday night at Ocala. It's about to get interesting in heavy traffic off of turn 4, Dustin.
15 in the books, 15 to go as Brandon Shepard, your leader at the Hellraiser Jack's halfway. And what was a 1.3 second lead has been cut. It was 9/10 of a second last time by. It's going to be closer than that this time by as Brandon Shepard has got lap traffic and a hard-charging Hudson O'Neill to contend with 9 to go.
Meanwhile, Overton and Moran, good battle there. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Clay Harris is back to 5th off of turn number 4. O'Neill's only win here at Ocala was in the Rocket 1 a couple of years ago as he outdueled Clay Harris. Shepard, O'Neill. Oh, Shepard got sideways in the middle of the back straightaway, Destin. And O'Neill is there as they come out of turn number 4 as we work lap 18 here tonight with 12 to go.
Business picking up at the front of the field in this one as Hudson O'Neill is right there in the midst of lap traffic. Battle Rail in trouble for Ross Robinson on the high side of the speedway, and that is going to draw the Hellraiser Jack's caution flag with 12 laps remaining. And that happened right in front of or right alongside your race leaders.
Wow.
18 laps in the books, 12 laps to go. And here's the FK Rod Ends instant replay.
Well, Shepard, the lap before this, got in the middle of the back straightaway. There you see Ross just off the pace right there. But the lap before, I don't know if we ever go ahead, Ben.
I was going to say, Kyle Bronson, man, you can't catch any luck. What happened to you tonight?
I think we broke a rear end or a rear end gear or something, you know. It's just the way it's going right now. The good thing is, you know, there's only one way to go, and that's up, you know. So I swear it could be raining vaginas and we're going to get smacked in the head with a wiener.
All right, well, there's your shirt for tomorrow. Kyle Bronson out of the party, and it's raining genitalia down here in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
Well, there. All right, 12 to go.
Meanwhile, Ross Robinson's going to get a new right rear Hoosier. Guys, I'm telling you, Kyle Bronson, it's money every time. Every time. So Ross Robinson's down here. We've got Garrett Smith down here. Cody Overton's out of the party. Let's see what Cody's got to say. He pulled off earlier. Cody, what knocks you out of the race tonight, man?
Just having too much fun.
Too much fun for one person?
Too much fun for me.
All right, he's smiling here. There, he's out of it. There's a lot of action down here. And now Dalton Wilson down here, the Big Frog Motorsports, number 58. They go to work on the right rear of that race car. We got cars pointing every direction down here.
James, have you ever felt like that it's... Nah, never mind. 18 laps in the books, 12 laps
If
to
he would have
go.
won, I picked him to win, right? So it'd been interesting to see that. So we got 12 to go, DJ. It's Shepard, O'Neill, Overton, Moran, and Clay Harris, your top 5. Oh, my goodness.
Carson Ferguson is 6th. Drake Troutman is charged from 14th up to 7th. Garrett Alberson is 8th. Brian Shirley right now, the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger, as he has come from 20th up to 9th, and Dalton Wilson rounds out the top 10. Well,
I don't even know what to do with that, guys.
Are you okay, Ben?
I don't even know what to do with that. They're working on the right rear, new right rear tire going on Dalton Wilson's number 58V, as definitely the other one was starting to go down. They're going to try to get him back out onto the speedway. Currently 10th in the Outlaw standings. Dalton, a heat race winner here last night. And of course, one of the owners of this team, Augie Bertram from here in Ocala, Florida, does a lot to support a lot of people. And that 58V trying to go to victory lane this week. Tonight looks like not going to be the night, though, guys, as he will be able to join the back of the pack. 12 to go. Lights are out.
Yeah, he was running 10th, DJ, in the race. So Brian Shirley still from 20th to 9th here. The Hoker Trucking Hard Charger, deep breath. Shepard, O'Neill, Overton, Moran, Harris. Who's going to win this one? 12 to go at the Ace Duran Hauling and Rigging Turn 4 restart on the outside. Here comes Brandon Overton. Whoa, way up there. And Moran's going to go to third down the back straightaway.
Yeah, don't forget Devin Moran started 8th. He's now battling Hudson O'Neal for 2nd. Still Brandon Shepard out front. This thing now starting to widen out a good bit down in turns 3 and 4. Shepard, your leader. O'Neal 2nd. Moran 3rd. Look at Drake Troutman on the outside in the 22 Star. He gets that good run down the back straightaway, trying to get a top 5 finish here tonight. He is high, wide, and handsome through turns 3 and 4.
Out of turn number 2, it's a good lead right now. It's 1.2 seconds, 10 laps to go. Off of turn 4, trying to break a tie with Hudson O'Neal's dad, Don O'Neal, all-time in the Georgia-Florida Speedweeks. It would also be his 11th win for Rocket 1, breaking a tie with Josh Richards over the last 25 years of Rocket 1. And right now, he's pulling away off of turn 4, Dustin, Jared.
Great battle there on your screen for the 7th spot as Brian Shirley continues his march through the field, as he had that spot last time by. Garrett Albertson trying to take it back, but right now 8 laps to go. This one is all Brandon Shepard, a 1.2 second advantage over Hudson O'Neal and Devin Moran. If they keep at it though, James, they will catch lap traffic before the end of this race.
Bring down the back straightaway. Off at turn number 4. They got 6 laps to go. Ross Robinson, the final car back here on the lead lap. Shepard into turn number 2. He'll drift up the track. O'Neal and Moran try the top. Down the back straightaway. The advantage is down to 9/10 of a second. It may be less than that this time around. 5 to go, Dustin.
Yeah, Hudson O'Neal's changed his line, James. He's entering higher and coming off higher down in turns 1 and 2, and that's allowing him to close in on the Rocket 1. The Rocket 1 is closing in on the back of the field. This one's going to come right down to the finish, James. 4 laps left to go.
O'Neal and Moran get the run out of 2 down the back straightaway. Brandon Shepard, is he a sitting duck? O'Neal has cut it down to 4 car lengths. He is on the gas out of 4 to the bottom. 3 to go. A dandy at Ocala on a Wednesday night. O'Neal 2nd. Shepard still in front down the back straightaway. Dustin, please stay green.
There's your first PSG of this one. Please stay green. Hudson O'Neal down to the inside. 2 laps to go. They're going to work around the 7 of Ross Robinson. Don't count Devin Moran out of this one either. Hudson O'Neal's got to take a little different line. Oh, and he gets into the wall almost off of turn 2.
That might have did it right there out of turn number 4. Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go. That might have been all she wrote for B-Shep. Out of turn number 2. He's going to break the tie with Don O'Neal. As long as he crosses the Long Acre scales, he'll become the winningest Rocket 1 driver in Georgia-Florida Speedweeks history. And the checkers go to Brandon Shepard.
Hudson O'Neal finishes 2nd. Devin Moran 3rd. Brandon Overton 4th. And Clay Harris will round out the top 5 in an entertaining finish here tonight at Ocala. 6th. Drake Troutman up from the 14th spot. Brian Shirley, unofficially your Hooker Trucking Hard Charger, as he is up 13 positions to 7th. Garrett Albertson finishes 8th. Carson Ferguson finishes 9th. And from 17th to round out the top 10, the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. And it was Dallin Murray 11th, Dennis Erb Jr. 12th, Brendan Smith 13th, Blair Nodor 14th, Dan Ebert 15th, Dylan McCowan, Ross Robinson, Dalton Wilson rounding out the cars on the racetrack. 18 drivers finished this one in a race that lasted 17 minutes, and the checkered flag flew at 8:47 p.m. local time. James, still one bit of business left to take care of for Brandon Shepard, as he's got to make his way into the Long Acre Racing Products Tech and Scale area.
Well, early on, Kyle Bronson, he'll get the hard luck award. Power move of the race. You could give it to a bunch of drivers, right? In this race, the Victor Fuel power move of the race, but definitely the hard luck to Kyle Bronson. Bronson leading the first 6 laps of this race, but ends up not finishing. Again, fortunately for him, not a points night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. You see them heading to the Long Acre Scales. Looks like a night at East Bay, right? You got some dirt all over that, some mud all over those cars. They make their way there, but Shepard made the move, didn't he? He got around Ross Robinson, and that was all she wrote right there.
Yeah, and tell you what, Hudson O'Neal, he was coming, man. He found that high side to his liking down in turns 1 and 2. One thing to keep in mind, 40 laps will be the distance tomorrow night, and I got a feeling that, number one, 40 laps, this thing will be really good at the end of 40 laps. Maybe a tick less water on her tomorrow, and we ought to see a real good show. If you are on your way out, don't forget, we get underway with hot laps tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The FloRacing broadcast goes live at 5:45 p.m. local time. And again, as long as Brandon Shepard meets the minimum weight requirement, which tonight would be 2320, it's 2350, minus a pound per lap burn off, so 2320 tonight, passes the post-race tech. He will make his way back out on the racetrack into Veland Victory Lane.
So again, the Hoker Trucking hard charger, Brian Shirley, from 20th to 7th. In the 3S, as we'll wait again, the pound per lap burn off only in the main event for Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Normally it's 2350, so 30 pounds off of that is the minimum. As you see him there on the Long Acre scales, as you see the Danny White crew chief, number 1 car, Austin Hargrove and Joel Rogers. And again, Shepard, in the last 25 years of Rocket 1 in the Georgia-Florida Speed Weeks, that'll be win number 11, breaking the tie with Josh Richards. Hudson O'Neal's won a couple times, Davey Johnson and Bart Hartman. But Brandon Shepard stands tall among Rocket 1, Ben Shelton, as he goes to Victory Lane here tonight.
Yes, sir, he does. His 3rd overall win of the year, his 2nd with Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, his 37th career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win. And for the first time since February 19th, 2017, Brandon Shepard is a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series feature winner here at Ocala Speedway. It was Bubba Raceway Park back in those days. Different name, same result. 9 years later, for Brandon Shepard, survived a scare when Bronson broke and shot down the track off of turn 4. Took an excursion through the infield, held the lead, held off a hard-charging Hudson O'Neal and Devin Moran. We'll talk to your Big River Steel podium top 3 here tonight, but in Veland Victory Lane, it is Brandon Shepard in car number 1, going after his first Lucas Oil title here in 2026. Of course, a 5-time World of Outlaws champion, the only driver to achieve that feat. Currently 4th in the series standings early in the year, but he's got 2 wins now as he prepares to call out of the Rocket 1 Racing. He's going to get the Mr. T starter set, as James Essex talked about. Last night, Devin Moran getting in one of those. Bubba Clem has got the medal, put it around his neck, and Sheppy's going to climb out down here in Veland Victory Lane, Ocala Speedway, just before 9 p.m. local time on a beautiful Wednesday night. Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag laying on top of that race car. And we'll talk to Sheppy, who gets it done. Man, I tell you what, there's some gunslingers on tour this year. This is going to be a fun one in the Big River Steel Chase for the championship presented by ARP. And again, a driver's best 5 out of the 9 points races down here count toward the title. Race fans out of the car. How about it for Brandon Shepard, your winner tonight at Ocala? Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag, confetti flies, and Sheppy gets another big check for the wall back in Shinston, West Virginia. As that Durham was purring here tonight, a couple of close calls, and Brandon Shepard, for the first time since 2017, you're a winner here at Ocala Speedway. Number 1, how good did it feel when that checkered flag finally fell?
It felt good. We definitely had some stuff messed up on the front end there from the contact with Kyle, man. I felt terrible about that. It looked like he missed it a little bit, and I was kind of filling the gap on the bottom, and then we just kind of came together, so I hate that for him. But we had a really fast car again tonight, and, it was just one of them deals. We got out front, and I was thinking about my dad the whole time because he was texting me.
Not in the car, I mean.
Last night, he was on me about, messing around too much in lap traffic, so this one's for him. And, of course, Mark, Dan, Austin, Joel, and guys been working their tails off for me. Appreciate them. My beautiful wife and kids back home, my dad, my grandpa. All the great sponsors on this thing. Rocket Chassis, of course, Steve Baker, can't thank him enough. Valvoline, Siebert Calf Ranches, Ace Metalworks, Gunner's Honey, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Petroff Towing, Franklin Enterprises, Performance Grading, Collins Brothers Towing. I know I'm going to forget some people. Sunoco Race Fuels, Fox Shocks, Precision Suspension, just everybody involved with this team. It means the world to be standing in victory lane again, and these things are hard to come by. The competition's so tough, and so I'm just super thankful to be standing right here.
Talk about lap traffic. There was a couple of times, once before the last caution and there with a few to go. Hudson, he's really applying the pressure. What's going through your mind right there when you're trying to figure out lap traffic and a really tricky turns 1 and 2?
Yeah, you know, I was really running a different line in 1 and 2 than what I thought we were going to. So I was waiting for that to change. I would enter the bottom and I'd slip a bunch across the middle. I knew that was going to go away at some point, and I felt really good in the bottom and really good in the top, but I was just kind of trying to keep my speed up and maintain as good as I could. And then when the front end was jacked up there, it was just one of them deals. I was kind of taking it wherever it put me at that point. It made 3 and 4 a lot more difficult because I needed to be able to carve down the hill and come off lower and straighter, and I was struggling doing that towards the end of the race there. So, you know, like I said, though, hats off to my guys, and everybody involved with this team means the world.
Brandon Shepard, tonight your winner at Ocala Speedway. He picks up $7,000 down here in Veland Victory Lane. We'll move over and talk to second and third tonight on the Big River Steel podium. Hudson O'Neill. Well, oh, I went the wrong way. Yep. Hey, Huddy. Coming to see you, buddy. All right. Took the wrong direction, guys. I'll catch up with Huddy in 1 second.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ben. As that one wraps up at 8:47 p.m. local time. Brandon Shepard gets the win, and down there getting all the accolades in Veland Victory Lane. And Ben, whenever you're ready down there with Hudson O'Neill, go ahead and take it away.
Hudson, you think you're a foot taller than me. I'll be able to see. I went the wrong direction. Huddy, number 1, the caution that comes out that last one. How much of a killer was that for your chances of getting the win tonight? It seemed like you were really starting to set Sheppy up for the pass.
Yeah, no, Sheppy had a good race car. Felt like we were pretty maneuverable there and was able to get into the top here and really gain a lot of momentum down the back straightaway. And the longer the race went, I felt like the better I got, or maybe just better I got, as I got to drive at 3 and 4 a little bit different, and gained on him there at the end. But just the lap traffic started to play into factor there, and I got caught behind Ross and just didn't really take advantage of my opportunity there with 1 or 2 to go. So yeah, no, good rebound from last night, starting 11th, being able to start up front tonight and show that we have a pretty good race car. Starting off with Lucas again tomorrow, we'll go back and change motors, and we'll see what we got for him here the rest of the week.
Real quick, this line in 1 and 2, you found something nobody else could do. What was the key down there? Because you had a lot more speed. It seemed like a lot of guys could carry through that into the racetrack.
Yeah, I just started getting in above the hole, getting into 1, and I felt like where Sheppy was running through there and kind of off the ground a lot through the holes, I felt like I kind of had found just maybe the smoother way through there. So I thought maybe I was going to get a run on him down the back straightaway coming to the white, and just didn't quite happen. So thank you to all my guys, Jason Riley, Kyle Logan, my wife Tessa, and Todd and Vicky Burns, SSI Motorsports, and everybody that's a part of it, and everybody on this race car, Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding Company, Indiana U Triple Safe Fast Pitch, Big River Steel, Professional Concrete, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling. My dad's here with us, and it's always a great week whenever you can have all the great people with you and family and everything. So we'll see if we can't get them in one more step higher on the podium here this week.
Hudson O'Neill, he comes home second on the Big River Steel podium. DJ James, I'm going to toss it back up to you before we catch up with Devin Moran.
Absolutely. Devin Moran going to round out that Big River Steel podium here tonight. Last night's winner, another good run, James, for the driver of that Double Down Motorsports number 99, as he came from the 8th starting spot here this evening in this one in a 30-lapper. And again, very interested to see how things are going to play out here tomorrow as we go 40 laps here tomorrow night for $10,000 to win. There's the Big River Steel podium down there in Veland Victory Lane right on cue. And Ben Shelton is caught up with the driver that rounds out that podium here tonight.
Devin, you were down here talking to a guy that's won a lot of races here, Ivan and Lloyd. I thought for a second you were going to spoil the party from 8th tonight. You come up a little bit short, but all things considered, man, how do you feel about your performance in that main event?
Really felt like my car was really, really good again. You know, I messed up and jumped the cushion in the heat race, just got upset a little bit and got up into the wall and let HUD get by me in the heat. And honestly, that dictated our night. You know, you got to start up front here. The way the track is, I know they're working hard and getting it better night in and night out. So I'm sure they'll get it figured out the rest of the week. But yeah, still had a great rate. Double Down Motorsports Longhorn chassis, and yeah, just wish we could have been up a little bit further.
No matter what the track conditions are here, you're always good here. What is it about Ocala and Devin Moran that go hand in hand?
I don't know, just I love Bubba, I guess, you know. I love coming here, and we always run really good. Like you said, whether it's slick, smooth, rough, fast, it doesn't matter what it is. We always seem to have speed here, so yeah, just trying to keep working on that average of finishes here. Just try to keep moving it down. So thanks to Bubba and them guys for putting on a lot of money for us this week, and the fans coming out. And yeah, we'll just keep working at it.
Defending series champion Devin Moran, he comes home in position 3.